The fabulous Hudson Hornet. This is the V6 that made history on the tracks, leaving the V8 south in the dust. Produced by the Hudson Motor Car Company, the Hudson Hornet that was born in 1951 had a 5.0 engine and 145 horsepower of pure ignorance, doing 0 to 100 kilometers in just 14 seconds. Remember, we are talking about a car from the 50s. It was literally a monster with rubber feet. The Hornet became dominant, drivers started calling the car Fabolous, and the nickname stuck. The fabulous Hudson Hornet made history, beating the V8 cars of the time. In NASCAR, Herb Thomas won the championship in 1951 and 1953, and Tim Falk in 1952. In a Stock, there were two titles, both with Marshall Teague, who won the national championship in 1952 and 1954. However, later its production would end. Hudson ceased to exist after a merger with Nash Kelvinator to form the American Motors Corporation, a MUSI. Because of this, from 1955 onwards, there was no more official support. After the end of its use in racing, several examples became common cars. A classic case was the champion car with Herb Thomas in 1953. It was sold to a person who lived in the state of Kentucky. In 1990, after changing hands a few times, the car's identity was discovered. In 2018, it sold for $1.7 million at auction and became the most expensive Hudson car to be sold in history. In 2006, with the release of the film, the car's popularity soared. The character was probably inspired by Marshall Teague, already mentioned above, who had great skills on the sands of Daytona Beach, where he also had a mechanical workshop, notable characteristics in the feature film. The Hornet even had a second generation, manufactured between 1955 and 1957. It was Hudson's last legacy as an automaker.